Good morning to everybody. It is a great pleasure for me to, in the front of the organizing committee of the 47th Congress of Heating, Ventilation and Air Conditioning, to give you the warm welcome. This is the special day for us because traditionally we have the student day. This is the 9th issue of student day. From the last year, we a little bit modified this day because we integrate, besides the students, we integrate our main sponsors and also we integrate the young engineers. So this is the great opportunity for you to have and to be able to hear something which is, how to say, the leading edge technology and the newest information about our society and also in the field of the heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So, first of all, I would like to invite our professor, the main organizer of this event, to have a couple of words.
Thank you. Mi smo se dogovorili da ovi sastanci budu na engleskom jeziku, da bi mladu generaciju pripremali za nastupe u svetskoj konkurenciji. Engleski je sada svuda na svim međunarodnim kongresima. Ja ću se truditi na mom engleskom, koji je daleko od perfektnog, ali može čak i Amerikanac da me razume, prema tome razumit ćete mi i vi. Sad dozvolite da krenem na tom mom poluengleskom. Again, welcome, and then I would like just to see from which part are you coming, and may I just ask to hang the students from Kragujevac. How many you are? It's from City and University from Kragujevac. That's about, how many kilometers is that from Belgrade? 100? Now we have a guest from University Split from Croatia. How many from Split are here? Thank you. Some of you do not look me like students, but are you longer studying or are you already professor? Then do we have anybody from Niš? Bravo Niš. Now Niš, that is south from Serbia. They are 200 kilometers from, no, 300 kilometers from here. Novi Sad, is somebody from Novi Sad? Okay, you know that I'm married to Novi Sad. My wife is from Novi Sad, and that is why you came in such a number. Now, do we have anybody? Kragujevac we said, Niš we said, Novi Sad we said. Whom we have here? Belgrade, I forgot. Is anybody at Belgrade? 2.5. 2.5. And from Zagreb? And you are professors?
No, I'm not.
Not yet. What are docent?
I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay, so you know that I started with my career as a professor of mechanical engineering in Belgrade. In that time, air conditioning was not existing in the lectures, so I was the one who started with air conditioning. And then came the idea to why not to make the first seminar. We called it seminar. Together, we were then together with all countries from former Yugoslavia, and with the help from colleagues from Ljubljana, from Zagreb, from Sarajevo, we started first with the 2 seminars, and then we realized that were not seminars, were really congresses. And so we started, and now it's 47, and that was a secret that I started with the first conference. Not to calculate my age, but to be honest, in that time I was still in the middle school. That's a good excuse, not to calculate. You know that we are members, our society we call it KGH, or heating, ventilating, air conditioning. We are now not anymore for heating air conditioning and refrigeration. We are combining now with whole energy use in the cities, in the towns, in the buildings, and we are now treating everything what is needing energy in towns and cities. Now just in one moment, you see, I didn't know what to lecture on one of the congresses, because everything what I knew I already lectured, so I didn't know what to do something new. And then I started to study the lifts. Now when we are in Belgrade planning to build this so-called Belgrade on water, that are the buildings which will be over 100 meters high. And then I started to think, I was never thinking that energy we need also for lifts. And now I found one fantastic data that in New York, altogether cumulative, the people who are working there are losing in 1 year 16.5 years of the work of the time. When you calculate everybody who are individual and make a sum, and then I see, oh, we were never thinking about the energy which we are using for the lifts. So energy is everywhere, and it's a good future for you if you are staying in this subject, in this field, and I recommend you to do that in the future, and it will be a lot of work in the future. We are members of different international organizations, and we respect American Society for Heating, Ventilating, Air Conditioning, what we call ASHRAE, as international conference association, and that's why we are collaborating with them. And to be honest, that's an organization which is very much working for the practice and for different standards. Many of the standards we are using, copying. The problem is only that they are publishing in another units, but they are giving now parallel both of units. It is very useful to be a member of ASHRAE. We have a lot of benefits. It's not expensive to be a member if you have a status of the student, but I'm not going to tell you all the details. We have here honor to have as a guest and sponsor from ASHRAE, President of ASHRAE, Mr. Vance. Mr. Vance is here, and I'm giving the floor to him. Please, Mr. Vance. Mr. Vance, try to speak a little bit in Serbian dialect, at least.
Oh, yes. Yes, you wouldn't want to hear my Serbian dialect or otherwise. Good morning. Oh, you sound just like my students at the University of Nebraska. Let's try that again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. This is my slide rule. I love to bring my slide rule particularly to young people and students. Most of you have no idea what this thing is, right?
I'll just explain. We call that seabed, el taco.
Yeah. Now this happens to be the exact same slide rule I was required to buy as an incoming student at the University of Nebraska in 1971, okay? Which wasn't that long ago, trust me on that. And when I take this to class, and I show the students what this is and the powerful calculations this thing can perform, students are always amazed by it. And eventually I get a student that'll raise their hand and say, well, why did the university make you buy something like that? The answer? Hand calculators hadn't been invented yet. It's true. The first handheld scientific calculator came out in 1972. Hewlett-Packard HP35, right? So now, having said that, I'd like all you students to take out your cell phone, those of you who haven't already taken it out. And I want you to take a hard look at that cell phone, okay? I'm serious about this. I want you to take a hard look at your cell phone. And I want you to consider this fact. That cell phone that you're looking at right now, when you reach my age, that will be your slide rule. Yeah, and I'm not kidding you. What you're looking at is your slide rule. So now that the question is going to be, what will that technology you're holding right now look like? Will it even exist? Will you be able to adapt to that new technology? And that's our theme for the year in ASHRAE is adapt today to shape tomorrow. And it's one of the driving reasons, quite frankly, that you come to a conference like this. It's one of the reasons that you join an organization like ASHRAE, is because you are going to have to adapt the rest of your career. That's how fast our industry is changing. And you're going to see that today in some of these presentations, just how remarkably fluid this industry is and how dedicated to change our industry is. That's why our industry is so exciting. That's why I'm so excited to see all these young people here and know of your interest in our industry, which does such important work. But in order to do that work, you're going to have to adapt and learn day by day. And it doesn't end when you leave the university. And in point of fact, it probably just starts then. Okay? So that's one of the driving reasons why you come to a conference like this. This is why you join ASHRAE. Let me give you another reason. When I was your age, a long time ago, when I was your age and I graduated from the university, I went to work for our family firm. And our family firm is a small family contracting firm in Nebraska, where I was born and raised. And I remember going up to my dad, the first day of work, brand new engineering degree under my arm, right? And I said, okay, what do you want me to do first? And my dad said, first thing you're going to do is you're going to join the Nebraska chapter of ASHRAE. And I remember standing there in front of my dad, and I said, okay, Dad, I got two questions for you. Number one, what is ASHRAE? I'd never heard of it. Number two, why would I join? And the answer he gave me as to why I should join, I think, still resonates with us today. He said, look, when you go to an ASHRAE meeting, you walk in that room, you will find the architects and engineers we work for. You will find the building owners we serve. You will find the vendors we buy from. You will find our competitors. You need to be in the room. And that's exactly correct. Okay? So this is my second lesson. Why do you come to a conference like this? Why do you join an organization like ASHRAE? It's to be in the room. It's to develop that network of colleagues and professionals that you'll use the rest of your careers. The colleagues and the network that I developed when I was your age at ASHRAE, same network I use today. And that network, those relationships, are the building blocks of this industry. I know it's a technical industry, and I know it's based on science, but it's a people-based industry. It has always been a people-based industry. And so developing those networks is the key to your success. Absolutely the key to your success. That's why you need to be in the room, so that you can make the networks you're making here at this conference. One of the main reasons you come to a conference like this is to meet the people that are in this room, and together they can help propel your career to new heights. So, big advocate of coming to conferences like this, big advocate of joining ASHRAE. For you, ASHRAE is very inexpensive. Student membership is very low. For those of you that have just graduated, we have a Smart Start program. So the first 3 years of membership is at a much reduced rate. And of course you get all of our benefits at a much reduced rate as well. Handbooks, publications, e-learning. We're doing a lot within ASHRAE now for young people. I'll give you just 2 quick examples. We are starting a leadership academy just for young folks, and so it comes in a couple of different steps to help you hone your management skills, your leadership skills, so you can take my place. Somebody's got to take my place. And so that is an incremental or a driving force within our society. You'll notice too, by the end of the year, we're going to open up a brand new educational platform. We call it ASHRAE University on our website. And we're not only can you sign up for all of our educational products, but it's also got a dashboard that you can personalize so you can track your performance towards some goal. And I think that's going to be a really neat thing. So, two quick examples. Third thing I would mention again, for those of you that just graduated, we have a program within ASHRAE called YAY, Young Engineers in ASHRAE. Boy, do they have a lot of fun. Okay, so most of the chapters, or you come to one of our annual meetings, we have special events just for students. We have special events just for YAY members. We have a complete array of scholarships and grants for both undergraduate students and graduate students. So I encourage you to get on the website, check us out. We're always looking for young students or young members that have the same passion that we have for this industry and are committed to creating a more sustainable world. So I want to thank you for inviting me to your outstanding conference. I'm going to be around the next couple of days. I see some familiar faces in the room already, but I'd love to meet as many of you as possible. So thank you again, and I look forward to being a part of your network. Thank you. Thank you.
Just if you noticed, there are a lot of possibilities for help in the work, for financing the research work, and I can very proudly say that many of the students till now from Novi Sad and from other cities got some prizes, and why not to join when they are in regarding this financial help and scholarships. Really, ASHRAE is not making any difference between American students or foreign students who are members of ASHRAE. So have that in the mind. Now I have a pleasure to invite Professor Gasparella, Andrea Gasparella. He is a representative of the BIPSA. This is building simulation of the buildings, and you know, when I wrote the first letter to Mr. Andrea, I thought it was a lady and I told him, dear lady, or something like that. And then I noticed the mistake, and then I apologize for that. Here is Professor Gasparello.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, a common mistake. So, I'm pleased to be here. Happy to represent IBIPSA at this conference on behalf of the board and of the president, Chip Barnaby. I'd like to summarize a little bit what IBIPSA is. IBIPSA is the International Building Performance Simulation Association, which has been founded to advance and promote the science of building simulation in order to improve design, construction, and operation. We have almost 4,000 members, partly academics and partly practitioners. We are committed to getting involved as many practitioners as we can. We believe that the practical application of building simulation is really important to improve the performance of buildings, to really understand how buildings work, and so to contribute to the energy efficiency and sustainability in final uses. The organization is international. We have regional affiliates. For those who are interested, we have here IBIPSA Danube, who is the reference affiliate. People can join affiliates. We have 26 around the world, or directly IBIPSA World, where in the country of origin there is no any local chapter. You can find some contacts and information on the websites of IBIPSA, www.ibipsa.org. That's the World website. You can take a look at the IBIPSA Danube website, www.ibipsa-danube.org. And of course, you can join LinkedIn groups such as this one, IBIPSA International Building Performance Simulation Association. As you can see, we have 6,700 members, more than the members in the association. And among the initiatives I can mention today, we have a newsletter published quarterly. You can download it from the website. We have a journal. It's the Journal of Building Performance Simulation. And we have several initiatives. We have regional conferences, and we have the international conference which take place each second year. And next year we will have the IBIPSA Italy conference, which will take place in February, from 8th to 10th of February. But most of all, we will have the international conference in San Francisco in August from 7th to 9th. The host affiliate in that case is IBIPSA USA, and I can list a long series of reasons for you to attend. This is because the program, of course, we have extended presentation, poster, talks, panel presentations, speakers from other fields, and software demos and exhibitions. Plus, for students, we have competitions for building simulation. We also have a wonderful venue, San Francisco and the area, and we are organizing tours, scientific tours to the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, the Flex Lab, NASA Sustainability Base, and Stanford University. unfortunately, deadline for abstract submissions are closed, but we have a deadline, a special deadline for the presentation of case studies or for the suggestion of special session or maybe debates, workshops and so on. And proposals can be submitted by December the 15th. So a couple of weeks still open. And so thank you for this opportunity of being with you, and I'd like to see as many as possible of you with us in San Francisco. I've prepared a leaflet. You can pick it up at the exit of this room. In case there are not enough copies, you can contact us, and we are also in stand 167, so you can find some more information over there. Thank you very much.